everyone, Stormy Sensei here. Today we're doing something a little different. Tuesdays usually I do some sort of like extra content such as Pokemon or Under Night or Elite Smash or making tier list, things like that. Today I'm going to kind of go over a practice session. I haven't had one yet, but this is kind of an example of how you could practice. I haven't practiced like for real since like the day I became a streamer, basically. I used to, do stuff like this. Actually, not the day I became a streamer. I did have one practice session after streaming. That was back when I didn't have any viewers, so like all I did was show my practice session. But I'm gonna kind of go over 3 of the 4 pillars, I guess, of training and practicing and getting better. So we're gonna start with the first obvious one, which is just play some. So let me go ahead and say hey to everyone that's in chat. We got I Like Pie, hey there. Green DK64. We got Dragon King. There's going to be no viewer battles today. We got Swordmaster, hey there. New Brave the Default player, and Schneidog, hey there. Alright, so the thing that a lot of people know about practice, that most people know about 1 of the pillars, and some people know about 2 of the pillars. The first one is play. Just play the game, see how it goes, because you need to have a baseline, One thing that will be a little different, I'm going to play like just 3 games here. This doesn't need to be like a full thing, but typically you would, probably play a lot. And then I'm going to spoil the entirety of the cycle. The next one will be VOD review. And then, actual training. And then lastly, one is like thinking about the game. This is already a good session here. Can't kill me with that. That's a good one for me to do as well. Like, I'm already thinking about what I'm going to be practicing when I actually get into training mode. But normally you would just like be playing and then you would have someone tell you what your weaknesses are, and then you would go figure out like how to deal with it. I'm dead. Oh, really? That can happen? Who knew? Let's see, how do I save replays? There it is. I watched my turning videos during class. That's no good. That's not a good use of your class time. Oh, really? Okay. B? No? I'm air though. Probably should not have done that. Ooh, nice air dodge. That's an unusual one. Oh, I'm dead. Oh no. That's another thing I need to work on. Nice tech. Dead, right? Alright, I think that's good. Usually you would do a bit more than that, like you would probably play for like an hour or so. Oh, this is not with music. Let me turn that off. Let's see. Alright, so now we're going to look at the VODs, and we're going to kind of see what we can do better. So I always like to just convert these into videos here. Let's see. Yep. Let's say no. Yes. Normal is fine. And this is our first Pyra ditto. This is obviously easier to do when so normally you would actually do this via like a stream, or maybe like just record the stuff on your capture card, or if you're in a tournament you would do it that way. Or at least that's how I would do it these days. I would just go back and rewatch the stream. But since I can't really do that with you guys in real time, we're gonna do it this way. Apparently the go is part of the music and not part of the sound effects, right? Because like it said 3, 2, 1, it didn't say the go. I'm just kind of like, I'm not even really watching it right now. I can actually read chat during this. But the because like you can't pause it, you can't go rewind or anything like that during this point. So it's like not really that useful to actually be paying too much attention at this point. We will eventually like watch it more closely using the video editor, because apparently you get to go backwards in that. Do you have 3D All-Stars, right? Because tomorrow is March 31st. I guess tomorrow's, yeah, the last day to get 3D All-Stars for retail. I'm pretty sure that, well, I don't want to say it for sure, but I'm sure that some stores will probably have them on the shelves until they sell out at least. Although some places you might legally be unable to sell them anymore, depending on how those things go. It's actually kind of interesting, the whole concept of like limited release games. You know, there are plenty of them in the world. People are particularly upset, I guess, because there's never been a Mario game that's been this limited of a release. But there are reasons for releasing a game for a limited amount of time. You know, for the first and foremost, like, you probably would sell a lot more by only releasing them for a little bit compared to keeping them up for a while. Because, like, if Nintendo had said, yep, for Mario's 35th anniversary, we're re-releasing 3D or we're re-releasing these 3D games, here's 3D All-Stars for you, then people would have been like, what? Like, that's dumb. Why isn't there a new game for Mario? Like, I'm not gonna buy this. It's a 20-year-old game. But if you say, we're only gonna have it for this 1 year, then people will be like, what? That's dumb. That's a 20-year-old game. I don't want to buy it, but I'm going to because it's only going to be available for a year. What if I want to play it in the future? I mean, you know, put another way, they're like almost every game is limited release. Like, you can't find 3D Paint, or like 3D Paint, you can't find like Mario Paint in stores, right? You're not gonna find Super Mario World either. Or like Luigi's Mansion 1. Alright, so that's replay number 1. I'll get replay number 2 in here. Well, GameStop is different. GameStop is not a retail store. They're a secondhand store. You sell games to GameStop and then they resell them. The secondhand market is a completely different ball game. You'll be able to buy 3D All-Stars like at used game stores like forever from now. Maybe not every single used game store, but yeah, you'll be able to get them at least. Welcome to the channel, Italian Plumber Talk Show. Thanks for liking the stream and thanks for the subscription. I really wish I had gotten that grab. And I'm not supposed to really be paying attention to this so far, but yeah, that was a terrible up smash. Made no sense whatsoever. A couple of things are going to be a little different about this practice session compared to like a real practice session. Usually when I practice, I'm literally practicing just one thing. One example of that would be when I was learning Sephiroth, I just spent like 30 minutes practicing down throw back air. And like, that's the only thing that I practiced. And then for the next like week or so, I kept on trying to get it in against the viewers whenever it was appropriate. Today I'm going to do like a bunch of things at once. I knew that the Pyra had to air dodge there, so I just like charged the forward smash because like they had already used side B. So I was like, well, they're gonna have to, you know, air dodge or not air dodge. Either way, I'll just forward smash. I could have also lightning busted, I guess, if they were at a lower percent. Oh, is that 880? 20 away from 900. It's pretty nice. I don't usually keep track of how many subs I have, but when it's like the number changes like a lot, then I get like really surprised. Like when we had the Periality Sensei tournament, I gained like 14 in like a day or something like that. Can I sound excited? That was me sounding excited. I said, oh man, we're 20 away from 900. That's cool. Doesn't get much more excited than that. I want Bravely Default 2 really badly, so I'm glad I bought it. Yeah, it's a good game. As soon as I saw it in the Nintendo Direct last year, I was like, yeah, we need to get this. Alright, now we're actually going to review the footage. I've never actually used the video editor before. Please use both Joy-Cons or a Pro Controller. Alright, well I happen to have one of those. Alright, so let's see what these controls are. So that's like this thing. Okay, and I can go a little bit forward with the D-pad, and I can go a little bit more forward with the control stick, and I skip all the way to the end with the right stick. Let's go ahead and add some more source material as well here. There we go. So there's all the things here. And that's just zoom in, zoom out, right? Yeah, that's zoom in, zoom out. All right. Okay, so ZL is kind of this split there. All right. All right, I'm familiar with the controls now. Okay. Alright, so that's already one thing that I want to take a look at over there. So, Pyra has a really bad down tilt, right? But like, there are going to be other characters that have better down tilts. I'm actually going to just save this as is, right? Can I make this, oh, there it is. Save what you have edited. Save and quit. Alright. So that's like the project already. So, Pyra, I had my back to the enemy and I had shield up, and Pyra was using down tilt, and I didn't really know what to do in that situation. And as you can see, you can already get a lot of information from even a small bit of gameplay. We just went through 2 whole games, but we're already stopping already. So here's where I go to my favorite website. Let's show that one screen, and then let's get rid of the what's it called? The text thing that I had. So now we're on Ultimate Frame Data. And Pyra is what we're looking at here. Alright, so we're looking at our out of frame shields. Up B out of shield is the fastest thing we have, and it's 13 frames. That's so slow. That's slower than DDDs. Like, I can use Nair out of shield as King DDD, and that's faster than up B out of shield by Pyra. So then we were dealing with her down tilt. Down tilt is minus 11 on shield, which means that there was nothing I could do. I just had to sit there and take those down tilts, and I just had to keep on shielding or roll away or get, like, if I was really in my opponent's head, try to go for a parry. So actually, let's take a look at this generally here. So if the fastest thing I can do out of shield is frame 13, then what can I actually punish from Pyra? Minus 18 on shield. I can actually punish Flame Nova technically. Well, actually, it depends on how much it's charged. It's a minus 11 on shield if it's fully charged, so can't punish that on shield. I can punish up B on shield, but everyone can. Minus 48 on shield, that's so bad. Minus 9, minus 4, minus 9, minus 11. Oh, speaking of which, up air is minus 4 on shield. That's broken. Auto cancels frame 25 and onwards. Active from 17. Okay, so I can't really auto cancel it. Back air auto cancels frame 1 to 5. Oh, neutral air is 1 to 10. That's really important here. This is like super, super important. So a couple of things I'm going to note here. My fastest out of shield option is frame 13 up B. My best aerial on shield is up air, which is -4. Everything else is about -9. Neutral air is -11, but like that doesn't really matter because I can drift away with it. Everything else I have to kind of drift in on it. I can punish all of these smash attacks on shield except for I can't punish dash attack frame 13. So actually, yeah, I can punish dash attack on shield. I can punish up tilt on shield as well. But I can't punish down tilt, can't punish forward tilt. I can punish rapid jab finisher and jab 3 and even jab 2, but it's scary to punish jab 2 because you don't know if they're going to just delay it into jab 3. So that's a little scary. But jab 1 is only -14 on shield, but that's also kind of slow. So I can only really punish dash attack, up tilt, and up B, and like all the smash attacks on shield, really, as Pyra. And like Pyra is also a slow attacker, so like if I were to choose Mythra, I'm sure that there's even less stuff that I'm able to punish for that character. If I were frame perfect, I could punish up tilt on shield, but like that's very scary because if I use up B out of shield, that's like, you know, minus whatever, -30, or so if I use up B and they shield it, like if they go for up tilt and then shield, then I only have a 1 frame window to get it just right. Otherwise, they're going to shield my up B, and then they'll have 48 frames to punish, which means they could probably drop shield, transform into Pyra, and then like hit me with something like forward tilt or down air. Probably not down air. Yeah, maybe not down air. But you can do a lot of stuff with 48 frames. That's like the time it takes for Jigglypuff to wake up from using rest. Oh, that is super safe. Alright, so it's Mythra. Up air is -5 on shield. Interesting. Pyra's up air is actually safer than Mythra's up air. Alright, I've shown everything that I want to show you guys on Ultimate Frame data. Well, besides seeing that up smash out of shield is actually frame 9. That's pretty good. That's faster than DDD's Nair, although it doesn't hit behind her. So now that I'm done showing everything that I'm going to show there, let's go back to gameplay here. Alright. So VOD review is pretty important. That's usually where you're going to find out like, hey, you know, I was in that situation and I didn't know what to do. Let me figure out what I need to do there. Oops. Alright, so let's go here. What's better for me to use after side B footstool jab block? Should I be going for up B or up smash? Well, that's another thing we can find out here. So we got fixed damage off, we've got stale moves off. We don't need the combo display. So up smash does 20%. Actually, let's do fixed damage for a little bit here. Oh, it doesn't actually show how much damage it does unless I turn on this thing. Alright, so that does 20%. That does 21%. I think it's pretty safe to say that you should be using up B. But let's, you know, we're gonna make super sure here. So Pyra up smash is frame 15, and her up B is frame 13. So it's like almost guaranteed that you should be using up B here. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do it on small battlefield. I don't think this is really worth practicing anyway. Not at first. Like, you want to kind of work on like neutral and like setups and things like that, as opposed to you know, jank stuff. Kind of difficult to get that jab after. Oh, it isn't a jab lock at all, actually. And I'm just doing it just to show King Cruelty, I guess. It doesn't really seem that true. Anyway, one thing we're going to want to find out is kill percents. That's easy. Easy kill. Alright, so different. I take it back. I don't think that it's obviously always going to be up B. It might actually be up smash, depending on the percent. If up smash is going to kill, and it comes out one frame slower, then you should probably go for up smash. Like, that killed on the bottom platform, whereas up B did not kill on the middle platform. Well, it did kill on that one if you did both hits. I guess because they're higher up in the air. Actually, that's like pretty guaranteed as well. Let's see 80%. I'm thinking it actually might be up smash. You might actually want to do up smash. Because, you know, in theory, you should be able to jab lock into another side B normally. And so if you actually set that up as a, you know, quote-unquote infinite, even though they can tech out of any of the footstools that you do, so they really shouldn't be getting hit by more than one repetition. Like, you can get surprised the first time, like, oh, I didn't know that they knew how to do the jab lock, the footstool jab lock. And then when you get hit by the second rep, then you just tech roll away from it. But since up smash is like way quicker at killing, you might want to do that instead. I guess it depends on where you hit in the sword. So if I'm like max distance, let's get that trajectory guide going. But if I'm like close up, it actually does more damage. It did 21.6 instead of 20.4. 20.6 instead of 20.4. I also did more knockback. 20.5. There's multiple of these. So there's like a super far away hitbox. And then a, oh wait, I think I'm just accidentally charging it a bit more. That might be it. Nope, it definitely has different damage depending on where in the hitbox you are. Whoa, that was a super weak hitbox. It has all sorts of angles. I'm doing back airs here. Cause like, I don't understand back air at all. It seems to always kill off the top for me. That's like an easy kill. That's like super easy kill. That's actually kind of nice. That actually might be more true than up smash. Yeah, was that true? That is true. So then, at what percent is that going to actually kill? So at 90 it kills, which is crazy. At 70 it kills. Okay, that's bad DI. Hang on, that might be just bad DI. If I set this up to frame by frame, and then I set the computer to attack, do they still die? They do not still die anymore. Alright, yeah, it was bad DI. Okay, so when you're first learning a character, you gotta know what your kill percents are, obviously. So that's kind of what I'm going over right here. But that's not really what we learned, or that's not what we came to training mode. I'm just doing this because I actually don't know when Pyra kills. With bad DI at 60 apparently. How bad would bad DI kill? Surely not 40, right? That's not even true anymore. Yeah, that's not true. I had to do up tilt at 40. So then at 50, I can do up tilt. And I cannot do up smash anymore at 50. Okay, if I'm perfect, I can do it at 50. I'm probably not going to do it very often on Wi-Fi. Oh wait, no. That's right, we're not doing fixed damage anymore. Yeah, so if I'm perfect, I can do it on at 50, but it doesn't kill at that point, so probably won't actually do it then. Might just do... What else can I do at 50? Nair. That's kind of good. Can't do forward tilt, although I would really love to. Can I do forward tilt? If I hit with the right hitbox, then I can do forward tilt. Hey there, Christopher Church. Welcome to the channel. Can we go to Goofy Goobers? I got a perfect score on my social studies test. What is Goofy Goobers? Is that like Chuck E. Cheese? What do the kids go to instead of Chuck E. Cheese these days? That was a SpongeBob thing. That might actually kill at 70, but maybe not on the platform, when it's not on the platform. Yeah, with good DI, they'll live that. But the perfect score thing is actually true? Nice. Congratulations. The Chuck E. Cheese business model died alongside it. That's not true. I've definitely heard of people going to, like, trampoline houses and whatnot. Alright, so... What we're here. Oh yeah, we need to practice landing up airs. Because it's -4 on shield. So like, when the game says that it's -4, that actually means like best conditions. So that means you have to hit with the back hit of your up air, not with the front hit. Because this is not -4. I can't even hit it from there. That's actually kind of difficult to hit. Let's do at 0 so that I can actually do this more often. So if someone's like shielding on a platform, I guess this is going to be kind of my go-to. It's so difficult to hit. It's like going through her body. Yep. That's not part of the hitbox. Alright, fine. So then where is the hitbox? So this is where we go back to ultimateframedata.com. I'm actually not going to show it to you because it's just too much effort. And I actually look to see where the thing actually is so that I can actually hit with it. Active frames 13 through 17. Okay, so it ends like here. Oops. Well, I had to actually full hop in order to... That's where it's done. So it's not going to hit there. So actually about here is kind of the perfect spacing for it. It's actually kind of difficult to hit too. Oh wait, I completely forgot that there's a macro for this. I like never use the short hop macro with any of my characters. Alright, let's see what else we got here. That up air is pretty fast though. Like I can almost just like completely auto cancel with it out of a short hop. Same with back air. Forward air? Nope. Forward air is too slow. What is a trampoline house? It's like a location where you just like have a bunch of trampolines and then you just like pay to trampoline there. Can I not hit her? How is that similar to Chuck E. Cheese? Well, I said, where do the kids go to instead of Chuck E. Cheese these days? And you were like, there's nothing that replaces Chuck E. Cheese. I was like, surely the kids go somewhere, right? Like, at some point in time, your parents need to, like, send you somewhere to be unsupervised while they, like, you know, relax amongst themselves or something. One thing I want to know is actually when that's no longer true. So like when I can stop going for down airs. So like if they're at 100, right? Then that's like still super true, right? But what about at 130? That said it was true. That was no longer true because of the hit stun. That was also no longer true. Oh wait, I think it was no longer true because of I was hitting multiple people. That was true. What about at 145? I really shouldn't be having someone that lives this long, but what if I full hop? If I instant double jump, then I can get up there in time. Or not. Alright, so if I hit with this part of the sword, like the far away part, then I have too much landing lag? Nope, doesn't look like it. Yeah, so if I instant double jump, I can get up there at that percent. At this percent, I mean, sure, I can just like do anything, I guess. Alright, you were way, way too high up percent for that. 170. Alright, can't do it at 170 either. 160. That's not true. Unless I'm just bad. That's still not true. Instant double jump, maybe? Alright, if I get the most perfect of spikes, and then instant double jump, or buffer my double jump, I should say, because it's actually not instant double jump, then you could possibly get it. You have to get it like super late though. Yeah, I don't think that's worth going for, especially since, well, hang on. Okay, hang on. No, that's not gonna work either. So 150 maybe? I think I practiced at 150 and it was fine. That is not fine. That totally works. Oh, that's almost cheating. It's kind of difficult to hit that though. That's not true. Still not true. I suppose, yeah, if they were at 150, I would just up air them. Or forward air them, they would die. But maybe they're like on the other side of the stage and it won't kill like that. Alright, I don't think that 150 is a good example anymore. Let's go down to like 135. Oh, that's super easy. Yeah, that's super true. What about on the weird hitbox? So like if I hit on this side of the sword. Still true. Alright, so like 135, and then what's the minimum for up air to be the thing I use there? A 100 looks like. Yeah. So 100 to 135. You want down air to up air. And then before that, like, let's say 90. You can get the up smash. I can't do the short side B. Well, don't smash your control stick. Alright, another thing that I know that I want to try out is like edge guarding with Pyra. Because like that spike is kind of broken. So I just like obviously wanted to use it more. So 116 and fixed damage, I think, is what I want to do here. That actually just kills, okay. Well, at least I got the tech, but I already used my double jump. And that one's easy, I suppose. I think I need a different percentage for this, because I want them to recover low. more difficult than it looks. Like, I was under the impression it was going to be free. Oops. Oh, let's do it in slow motion. Yeah, I might be able to ledge trump with this character. And then what? What would I do after a ledge trump? Back air kills up the top, so like nair. Why didn't I grab the ledge? Wow, it doesn't grab the ledge if you're not at max height there. Okay. That is no range whatsoever. What? If I'm at the platform here and I do up B and hold forward the entire time, I don't even make it to the first platform? No wonder I keep on SDing. Guess I gotta swap. That's crazy. It's better than nothing? Well, I suppose if I played Jigglypuff, yes, I would appreciate the fact that I go somewhere with my up B. Or like Little Matt. Save me. Save me again? No, I just died. Is my vertical recovery more with Mythra? I think it is. I play Puff as well. It's actually, Puff is probably in my top 7 or something like that, which doesn't sound like much, but yeah, I play a good number of characters at this point. That is not true at all. Alright, so that is not the jab block setup I want. Saved her. I should make a list eventually. Of what? Oops. I already used my double jump, apparently. Yeah, I did. Wait, let me look at that. Yep, I did. Feel like trying Mythra's Foresight Edgeguard. So for those that don't know, if your opponent has a hitbox that hits the person on the stage, like think Ryu or Mario or Dr. Mario, then you can spot dodge the recovery, and then you'll cause Foresight to happen, and then you can like down tilt them into forward smash. That didn't seem like it was true, but it should be true, right? That is super not true, actually. At what percent is that true? I guess you would do down tilt up B or neutral B, right? Or I guess you turn it around? No? What are you supposed to do there? I'm guessing this is a Friday Night Funkin' song. I literally know nothing about this. Oh, that is not very good. Not very fun against characters that have that don't have up B on there, or don't have hitbox on their up B. How did you know? Like, I feel like all the Friday Night Funkin' games have some sort of line about someone's girlfriend. I don't really get it. I feel like this isn't true at all. People have been like talking about down tilt into Lightning Buster, but I think it's just like your opponent doesn't know how to air dodge set up. It does have that nice little attack up front. You can like mix up their DI and whatnot. Maybe at a lower percent, like at 70. I mean, maybe at 100. Maybe if I turn it around. Nope. That also doesn't seem true. But it does seem more difficult to get out of. 90. Yeah. I don't think that's true. Oh, I shouldn't reset there, actually. mean, that's a silly setup, I suppose. Like if they're literally on the edge. I think if I time it differently, then I can get that to be more reasonably true. Yeah, up tilt into Lightning Buster might barely be true. It might not. It's not. If it's not training mode true, that's fine because sometimes it means that there's like a one frame link, which means that Snake is able to pull a grenade and Pokemon Trainer is able to swap. But like most characters don't have a 1 or 2 frame escape option. I guess it's fine. Like, it is definitely the best thing you can do out of up tilt. And that is, like, a lot better than what I was doing, which is just, like, naring. Because that's, like, you know, 7% and they get thrown upwards, as opposed to, like, getting launched off screen with 20% damage. Definitely not true there. Let's find out where that's more reasonably true. Oh yeah, they're Blackberry. That definitely is not a thing. Also not a thing. That was super true, actually. Whoa. So at 50%, that's a thing. What about 70? Alright, 70, it's a thing. So just at 90, it's not a thing anymore? It's not a thing at 80 either. How is the thing at 80? Probably depends on the DI though. You can't charge it as much either. So that's 26 damage at level at 80% damage. $26.9, still at 71% damage. I thought that I was invincible for a portion of Lightning Buster. I think I heard that somewhere. There it is. So frame 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so frame like 7 to 12 or something like that. Let's see if I counted right. I can't remember how many times I'd clicked the button before then. What about if I'm in the air? Is it still invincible? What a DLC character, man. So, startup is frame 5 from release. Intangible from frames 3 to 8 standard, and then from frames 1 to 8 and from 12 to 16 max, both after being released. Oh yeah, that's right. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I've released it by now. 6, 7. Yeah. Seems like it would be kind of difficult to actually manage this. There are a couple of other moves that are kind of like this. Like for example, Kirby using his hammer is invincible on startup. Like as soon as you start charging the hammer, you're invincible. And so in theory, I've like thought about trying to use that as like a pseudo counter move. But it's just never worked out for me. Also, Kirby's terrible. Startup is frame 11 from charging state, takes 15 frames. I could have sworn I saw that it was invincible. Oh, if on the ground, then the hammer fully charges and vulnerable from frames 2 to 10, and a super armor from frames 11 through 17. But it reaches full charge on frame 135, so it takes 2 full seconds for it to fully charge, and then you're invincible for 9 frames, and super armor for 6 frames. And then if you look at like King DDD, it's not quite the same, but Jet Hammer also has armor. So once you release it, it takes 10 frames for it to go out. And then it has heavy armor from frames 1 to 14 from release on the ground. So, it's basically a like frame 10 super armor move. So if you see an attack coming out and you react fast enough, you could just like jet hammer it. I do that sometimes, like in the the Smash After Work session that I do, but like it's like a once per game type of deal, because normal uncharged jet hammer doesn't even do very much damage, and it's like it does like 11 damage, right? And if you mistime it, then you just get hit. You could just roll or something like that, it'd be better. Kirby's hammer technically would kill if it does hit anyone. That is true. Wow, I just got edge guarded by a regular CPU that's not even trying to kill me. I'm trying to go for like a footstool or something, but Pyra might be too fast, or Mythra may be too fast. I barely made that. That does too much damage, actually. So let's do 50 instead. So yeah, so if I know that they're going to go out, then I can kind of get that going. It's actually kind of nice. Like if they shield, I can just drift away. So like this is the spacing for like actually hitting with an up smash afterwards, or like an up tilt at 50. But if I see that I'm going to hit the shield instead, I can just kind of drift away, and then I won't get hit by a grab afterwards. But that's only if I'm like directly in front. That's actually a lot of drift, actually. I'm not used to having this much aerial drift. Because Pyra's down air is what, minus 11 or minus 7 on shield, I think. It's not that bad, actually. Let's look that up again. Down air is minus 9 on shield. Let's see. So I'm going to test this out using, like, everyone always goes on about Game & Watch, right? Alright, so now I'm in control of Game & Watch. I'm gonna find my shield button real quick. There it is. Alright, so if I come down with a down air. Alright. And then I start shielding with Game & Watch. Hit my shield. I'm gonna hold up B now. Wait, okay, so I need to hold up B. I also need to be drifting away and frame advancing over here. And there's that up B out of shield that everyone's always on about. And I didn't get hit because I spaced my aerial. Frame 3 out of shield, invincible startup. No problem. Frame advance is actually kind of cool, especially with the buffer system. I know that people like to hate on the buffer system, but there are a lot of things that it allows you to do, such as practicing safe aerials in training mode. How important is it you learn your mains frame data? It is completely unimportant. The only time you ever need to look up frame data is when you're like, you know, at the very beginning of this, right before I got into training mode, I was saying to myself, hey, you know, oops, I need to put this on control. If Pyra is using forward tilt on my shield, right? What am I supposed to do about that? And I had to go to frame data to find out the answer to that because I didn't know the answer. Turns out the answer is nothing. You can't do anything about it. You have to just respect the fact that your fastest out of shield option is frame 13. And Pyra's up B, I mean, Pyra's down tilt is minus 7. So there's like actually nothing you can do about it. So if you try to do something, I mean, I guess you could jump, right? So jump is frame 3. And then forward down tilt only works on the ground. So you could jump if you know they're going to do another down tilt. But like if they decide to go for, you know, down tilt into forward tilt, then you're going to get hit out of your jump because you don't have enough frame advantage. You might actually be fine if they decide to go for down tilt up tilt, but not if they go for reverse up tilt. How do I do that again? But up tilt. So the main things you want to know as your character is when you're on the ground, what is your safest attack on shield? And you might not even need to care about like frame data there. So like my down tilt is -9 on shield if it's if it's max spaced. But what's something that's safer than that if I'm on the ground? That's actually my safest option on the ground. Unless one of my specials is better. I doubt it though. Yeah, nothing's better than that. Frame 9. And usually you're gonna be looking up what your opponent's frame data is. Like if Game & Watch keeps on doing like up B into down air, right? And you're like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Then that's when it's time to look up frame data, but you're mostly looking at your opponent's frame data, saying like, all right, so if up air hits my shield, if down air hits my shield, then what can I do? And so let's just go over that for example, right? So Game & Watch, down air is -17 on shield. And my fastest option is up B at frame 13, meaning that if Game & Watch uses down air on my shield, I can just up B out of shield, and I'll hit him with it. One cool thing, though, is like this is like something that most people don't really do, but like if you angle your shield upwards, then you'll actually get your shield hit sooner, which means that you can actually up B sooner, and they'll actually be at more of a disadvantage. Because if Game & Watch is like all the way in the air, actually this is going to be difficult without frame advance, so let's frame advance this one. People know that, but I've never seen you angle your shield once. Alright, so I need a shield here. I need to also be down airing with Game & Watch. And I can start buffering up B now. And it's totally punishable. I was buffering shield on Game & Watch. No problem. Alright, so now I do the same thing again. Then I do down air. And then I shield it. And then I also hold it, angle it upwards. And now you see that little dip, or that little blip that's on the corner of the shield? Oh, well there's actually a grounded hitbox, so maybe that's actually not as safe as I thought it was. Hold up. They didn't say anything about a grounded hitbox. I mean, I knew that there one existed, but landing kit on frame 1. Yikes. That's super safe. No wonder people complain about that. Auto cancels frames 1 through 5 and then 50 onwards. But the landing hitbox, you just have to wait until the landing hitbox then. So actually maybe you want to wait until they've landed all together. But on another character that doesn't have a landing hitbox, you know, you can use that. Like if someone's, you know, hitting you with aerials and you can't punish them if you just do your regular shield, you might be able to punish them if you angle your shield upwards. I don't think that this is very practical, using up air here as like my -4 on shield. I guess since it's -4 on shield, I could be kind of degenerate and not even bother spacing it. Because like something that a lot of people will do, oops, wow, that is unfortunate. It's a short character. I could get really up close to Game & Watch, or like probably a taller character, and then I can just like spot dodge afterwards. I think also, even though I can't hit him while he's on the ground, I'll probably still be able to hit his shield. Let's set this up. I'm not going to bother with frame advance here. Oh, it's not on control. Yeah, even though I don't really hit the character, I'll hit their shield sometimes. Stop bullying Game & Watch. I have not bullied Game & Watch at all. I showed that I can use down air on Game & Watch's shield and not get punished by up B. What was that, at 80? That looked like I could hit him with up air for the kill. Maybe even 75. No, not at 75. 85 maybe? Yeah, easy 85. Even with good DI probably. Easy 82, but not 75? With bad DI, 76, yeah. But also this is kind of middle of the platform. Now that's not true. He was able to air dodge. What'd that kill at? I need to know. 90? 104? Alright. So then this should kill again then, right? Yeah. you know how every move in the game in Watch moveset is based off of a game? Where does forwarder come from? Smash 4 come from, what is it? It's package and a credit card? I don't think it's a credit card because it's the Game & Watch is from like the 80s. I mean, they did have credit cards back then, but like they didn't have that many of them. Alright, we're done here. Let's go back to what's it called? It could be a book. I thought it'd be like a package or something like that, or maybe like a box that you're creating in a factory or something like that. Alright, so this is where we stopped last time. Down tilt jump was really the only thing I could do, but maybe I should have rolled away. I actually have a fun thing to test here as well. Oops. So what's actually the best way to punish Prominence Revolt? Eventually I ended up just jumping over it and using down air. This time I tried to use forward smash and I got punished for it. So let's go back to training mode. Hey there, JV Cuber. Start bullying DK? Nah, that's too easy. Let's go Final Destination, actually. Luckily for us, there's actually a setting for making the computer use neutral special. That is really safe. So you can punish it, but you can't, but remember they can spin back and forth with it. So I actually do think you probably are better off just like not. So it doesn't break shields immediately. Not even if you start charging it after. You can spot dodge before the final hit, though. You just gotta time it right. One. Oh, it doesn't count how many times it hits because I'm not the CPU. Let's see. 5 hits. All right, that's easy enough. I think you have to shield. I feel like you can't mash down. Or maybe you have to do it in between. So if you do it after this third one, then you'll still get hit. Oh, I did so many in a row. Am I able to buffer that? No, because if you try to buffer it, then you'll actually just try to spot dodge while the attack is happening. And because of that, you will just drop shield, which will cause you to get hit by the rest of the attack. So you have to actually time it every time. I actually did that one with my eyes closed. I'm trying to get like the sound of it. Oops, that was too early. I don't think that was true. Let's see, so let's actually see if this is what we're actually supposed to do after we finish the spot dodge, because as you can see, Pyra is able to start up another Flame Nova. I got shield poked that time. Alright, actually that one, if you do, you have to do a spot dodge cancel. You can't just wait, you can't spot dodge and then down tilt, forward tilt. Really? I couldn't recover from that, or was I just bad? Let's see. So I did jump. Oh, I had already used my double jump. So yeah. I feel like this shouldn't be important for you to learn, but like so many Pyras online will just like use this because it breaks shield after a single forward tilt, I'm pretty sure. So like you just gotta know how to avoid getting killed by it. What? Thank you for saving me. Wait, did I hit on ledge? That's actually a good thing to know. No, it doesn't. Been liking the theme. That actually hits from here. It's like slightly larger than you would expect. Also, I think the character moves forward a little bit with every attack. That was too early, actually. Let me see that hitbox. I kind of suspected as much, but it looks like it has like no actual vertical portion of it. Active from frames 20 to 23, so it's only at the very, very end when it's like right in front of Pyra that it actually counts. So you can actually be just like right above her, or anywhere in. She has like a huge dead zone in front of her, like a right around above her. That was too early. But even still. Right now. Nope, I got hit. So you can't wait until the very last moment. I actually waited until I actually saw her move before I started my jump. And I got completely destroyed there. Alright, that's pretty cool. In fact, she's just completely weak to attack from above while using the forward smash. What else? Alright, so we went over the neutral B, and we went over the forward smash. I think that's still kind of the best way to deal with that. can't really do anything about it. That's only if they're on the ground. If they're on the air, then you just gotta spot dodge it so that it doesn't break shield. Oh, that's a good one. What am I supposed to do about this? Can I roll through it? No. You can't. Alright. That's crazy. I'm trying to get a spot dodge timing like we did for the last one, but we keep on getting hit instead. And as you can see, you can't really roll through that because there's a hitbox on the other side as well. Because why not? So then let's see. That almost worked. I could do shield flickers. You gotta like not be bad. My shield drop animation slower than usual? That can't be it. We might not come up with an answer today, and we may have to like look up someone else's answer for this as well. Nope, still not fast enough to punish that. Nope, that wasn't fast enough either. Watching me labs, it feels weird. What's weird about it? I think I just woke up one day and I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to play some Smash today for the first time. And suddenly I was just like incredible at it. Nope, even with the parry, that's not punishable. Okay, let's actually look at it. Look it up. So, Mythra, Lightning Buster. -8 on shield. To be fair, it does take like forever to come. It takes a whole second for it to come up. -8 on shield, huh? So I actually just can't do anything. There's no answer to that. Well, besides not get hit and interrupt it before it even begins. Like, you know, you have a whole second to react. It usually takes like 13 frames for a human to react. And you get like a full, 69 of them to react to this one. So you can just like drop your controller, pick it back up again, and then just punish it before it even begins. Oh, one cool thing that I want to go over, actually. That was the last thing that I wanted to show or talk about. So when we looked into Pyra's frame data, this is the only other thing that you really want to look up when you're looking up frame data, is your auto cancel frames. You want to find something that you can A-land with. So if I get hit by this and then I tech, it takes some time for me to actually get up from a tech, right? And in fact, will it actually show you how much it takes for me to tech in place? There is no stat for tech in place, or at least there's no animation for it. So let's go to choose another character stats. We'll just put that on pause for now. Teching, sure, landing maybe? Is that it? No, that's not where that is. There's really no tech window. Is it universal? It can't be universal. Some characters have terrible techs. Well, anyway. It takes some amount of time for me to actually tech and then get up, right? But if I were to instead use neutral air, then it's auto canceled and I can move immediately. And I have a 10 frame window to do it. So instead of teching, you might actually want to just like land with an air at the same timing that you would a tech, and it'll actually be faster than teching. But if you're too slow and you do it at frame 11 instead of frame 10, like I've been done it a couple of times here, then how much lag do you end up having? It's way worse, I'm sure, than just trying to tech. So you kind of have to like know what you're doing, I guess. Nair has 15 frames of landing lag, so if you accidentally do it on frame 11, you see how long it takes for me to shield there? Like I'm holding the shield button as soon as I land. But if I do it right, then it's like instant. See the difference between me landing and then using that versus not having to deal with that? If you do it too late, you'll just jab. Actually, if you're in your beginner situation that you would need a tech normally, then pressing A too late will just mean that you missed the tech and then you died from like a jab lock, and your death gets uploaded to Twitter and everyone knows you as that guy that missed the tech. So Nair is my A landing option. Good to know. I mean, I already knew it as soon as I saw it, but I just wanted to show that off on stream so that you guys know what I'm thinking about when I'm looking at frame data generally. You want to find the move that has the widest window. So for example, if I were to look up King DDD, right, we're gonna go to his aerial attacks, and I'm done listening to Lightning Buster. Nair is from frames 1 to 2, and then 35 onwards. Forward air is 1 to 4, back air is 1 to 4, up air is 1 to 4, and then down air is 1 to 6. So Pyra's neutral air is from frames 1 to 10, so it's a little more forgiving. You get an extra 4 frames to cheat as Pyra. But if you were to try to A-land with DDD, you would be using down air. Sometimes I use nair or up air, even though I shouldn't. It's 1 to 4 though. Definitely should not be using neutral air. That's like 1 frame for me to get it right, especially on Wi-Fi. Like, what if it lag spikes right before you're about to touch the ground? And then instead of you doing it perfectly, now you're in 9 frames of landing lag. We just crossed the 2-hour mark. That is exactly what A-landing is. You're using an aerial move to land instead of using tech. And in fact, actually, it's even better than that, right? So actually, every character in the game has a landing animation and a hard landing animation. You see the difference there? Like, one is just I land, and then the other one is I do a hard landing. Super minor things, very, very minor things that, like, they only make a difference when you add up a whole bunch of them all at once. So if I look at Ultimate Frame Data, there's actually a section for landing. And soft landing is 2 frames. It takes you 2 frames to do a soft landing. But it takes 1 frame for you to do an auto cancel. So like, there's like no difference. So it's like a 1 frame difference there. Some characters have worse hard landings though. So that's Pyra's hard landing animation. And if I look that up here, I don't think that's listed here. I don't think they're still adding stuff for Pyra and Mythra. Yeah, it's not here, but I can just count the frames right now. I hate it when I do that. Alright, so one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 frames. Actually, no, it's 4 frames because shield is visible on frame 2. You're shielded on starting frame 1, and it's visible on frame 2. So it's 4 frames of hard landing lag, which is what most characters have. Pichu has 3. Does anyone else have 3? Pichu's the only one with 3 frames of hard landing lag, and then the heavies have 6. Actually, DK has only 5. Link has 5. Bowser has 6. Falco has 5 for some reason. I don't know why you would have the character that excels in jumping and is most likely to have hard landing to have that. And then I think DDD, yeah, King DDD has 6. I knew that already. So you get to save 5 frames. Like if you needed to like land quickly and then shield, you're better off A-landing into shield instead of going for a landing regularly and then shielding. Especially since if you shield too early, you'll air dodge into the ground, which then you have like loads of landing lag. Like look at that. So much lag. Well, that was an accidental frame 11. Another accidental one. Stuff that you have to practice, you know? You figure it out eventually. Or you don't. Well, if you land with an aerial, then you'll go through landing lag. And that may be really slow. So this is 9 frames of landing lag here, as I already went over earlier. But you are technically landing with an aerial, it's just before the aerial actually comes out. What was I going to say about this otherwise? I think those were the 3 main things. I wanted to go over what Pyra can do out of shield. I wanted to go over how to deal with Prominence Revolt. That's not Prominence Revolt. Flame Nova. How to deal with Flame Nova, especially in neutral. And I wanted to go over what move Pyra uses to A-land with. And it only saves her like 3 frames, but like, you know, the pros are like, you know, they probably are A-landing like a lot of stuff. Well, actually, the pros are playing characters that are just like good generally, don't need to worry about it. But I'm sure that there are some pros that everything they do is with an A-land. Not everything that they do, because like sometimes they're just aerialing someone's shield. Oh, that jab blocks? What? I don't think that was true. But for DDD, it's the difference between 6 frames of landing lag and 1 frame. So, you know, it's actually something that I don't really do very often, but like I always keep in mind that like I could do it. Pyra kind of has trouble with characters that just like to jump around. Whoa. So as you could see, my aerial was over, but there's like another type of lag in addition to your regular lag. And there's a name for it, but I don't remember what it's called. But like your aerial could be over and you won't grab the ledge because of another type of lag whose name escapes me at the moment. So I'm trying to, maybe if I had a platform, let's try to get a platform going. We need to actually go back another stage for this. Have time for a matchup chart? I mean, we technically do have the time, but I'm not going to do that now. Also, whose matchup chart would we even do? I'm clearly not experienced enough in Pyra to make one. Also, I need to spend more time with Mythra as well, because some of these matchups are going to be like, well, you lose until you switch to Mythra, and then it's fine. I didn't see you there, Pika. How's it going? Alright, so if I use my up air, and the attack is clearly over. Well, it actually doesn't clearly over. But it doesn't, you don't grab the ledge still. The biggest example of this, actually, there's actually a much obvious example, and that's Sheik. Sheik's forward air had the most amount of lag in Smash 4, which is crazy to say, but like you could go from the way above and use your forward air and you still won't grab the ledge. You see that? Like it's way over and she still won't grab it. I could even double jump. There it goes. Actually, they've reduced the lag on this game. I wish I remembered the name of that mechanic. I actually really enjoy Sheik. I was like seriously trying to play Sheik for a little while in this game, and then Hero came out and I was like, oh, let's try Hero instead, and then I realized my mistake. Hero is not good. I feel like I can do something after that. That's not true. Enjoy doing a combo for 2 hours and it does 26 damage. Let's see, what can I do for like 20 damage? That's not even true. I mean, there's always this. Oh, that does 5 damage? Really? Man. It's okay. You're supposed to be able to like do super late nair into bouncing fish, right? Yeah. That's super true. It's like not combo, it's not training mode true, because Pikachu and Pichu can thunder out of it, but like it's true enough. I honestly don't see why anyone would like want to really play Sheik. This seems like really difficult for the amount of reward you get for it. That one, actually, I can do like, that looks like I could do like, I don't even know how I would do that with Sheik. How would I, Sheik moves so fast. There he goes. That's what I'm trying to do there. You gotta hit the, you have to hit the dash and then the backwards on the C stick and then jump in that order before you're out of the initial dash, like in this amount of space. Because if you do it, if you wait too long, then you're running, and then those inputs are going to hit you. Then those inputs are going to get you just a regular forward air. Or if you do them in the wrong order, then you get forward air in the wrong direction. Now they're not even at that combo percent anymore. But I feel like that should be true. I guess I could set it to fixed damage. I don't know why I'm even bothering. It's not like I actually play this character. Oh, it's so difficult. Why is this character so fast? Alright, let me psych myself into it. Ah, so close. There we go. And it was a true combo. I guessed right. It's so difficult. What if I did like something else, like down tilt in air? Even then I still had to get the dash in. That's like better, but like not by much. It's not even true anymore. Got the right input, but I didn't dash out enough. Sheik is super fun. Like, she's got needles. And you can like edgeguard people with them. And like they hit on diagonals too, which is like a very rare angle to hit people with. I mean, it's not gonna matter against Zelda. I guess as Zelda, what you would do is you would like hit them away, and then you would hit them with the back air against the wall. You gotta like fastball it though if you want to really get it in. Yeah, you had to do those same inputs that I was talking about, DK64. DK. Where's DK? There he is. Character number 2. I don't want to do it on small battlefield. I'll have to keep on resetting. I would say do DDD, but what's left? There's so much left to do. Like, do you know Gordo stick setups? Like, sometimes when I hit Gordo stick, I'm like, I don't know whether they're going to bounce outwards or inwards. I don't know whether I should use jet hammer, back air, neutral air, forward air. I don't know the timing for it either. How consistent is your dash attack 2 framing? Have you ever tried like edge guarding people without a hitbox on their up B using neutral air? Let's see. That's no good. That's also no good. That's no good. No good. There we go. I mean, that's kind of like, if you really can't get it, you just use Nair, and then that's fine. Oops. That's the, your opponent dropped the controller 0 to death. I don't know if you have to change your controller, but like you gotta do I have tilt stick on. Not worth. Hey there, Lava. Yeah, there's so many characters that like rely on that instant reverso or rush input that like I just don't play. Alright, so here are the inputs. So you gotta do dash attack, and then once that's over, you gotta dash, and then while you're in the initial dash, I'm holding backwards on the C stick now, and then I'm holding jump. And those are the inputs. I mean, I know the inputs, because if your question was, I don't know how to dash attack and then instantly turn around and back air them while keeping forward momentum, the answer to that is instant RAR, and the inputs for that are the same for every single character, which is the great thing about Super Smash Brothers. Like, I can do that same concept and be like, hey, I saw a DD player do down throw into back air. How do you do that, right? And the answer is still the same. It's just instant raw back air. Yeah, but like the same problem is that I don't know how to do it though. Yeah. This is why I just do it up throw up air. It's technically not true. You can also do like down throw down up neutral air, things like that. Alright, so since I can't get it, we're going to slow it down. There we go. The hardest thing is waiting for the throw animation to be over. Because if you push forward while the throw animation is going, and then you do jump back on the C stick, then you're going to get like something weird. Like C stick nair, or just back air while you're standing still. Now, if you just want to do a reverse aerial rush without standing still, like it's very easy to do while running. All you gotta do is just like turn around, then while you're turning around, just jump and do a back air. Like I could do these all day, but the instant turnarounds, I've never needed to use it for any character that I've ever played in any of the Smash games. Although it was only existed since Brawl, but I've never needed to use it before. So I've never practiced it before, so I don't really know it. I could actually get that. I can two-frame that with Nair. Guess I could also use Gordo Stick here, right? If it would ever stick. Still don't have it down yet. Too slow with all the inputs. This tonight's stream was almost a Pyra tournament set review. But then I saw another content creator upload like a practice session, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I could do that. I only did this once before, towards the very beginning of Ultimate, when I was like, oh, well, like, I'm not going to play Snake, but like, I can teach you guys how to learn a new character in this stream. So I think between the Snake video and the Pyra video, I think that you guys have a pretty good, what's it called, basis. Welcome to Review Guy. So like even though you won't necessarily like learn these characters in particular, like, you know, you have some idea of like what questions to ask. Like, hey, this person's hitting my shield. How do I stop them from hitting my shield? Or this person used this attack. What should I do in response? Or, hey, what percent does this thing that I know kills combo at? Or, you know, just things like that. Don't worry too much about like all the crazy, like the crazy setups and like the 0 to deaths and things like that. That's all like not really going to help you get better as a player, honestly. You might want to add those on after the fact, like once you're actually good at the game, because then it's just like I just want to get the stock. But if you just focus on those things too early, then you're kind of stunting your growth. Wasn't this a response to the Smash tutorial topics? No, it isn't. But it is convenient for you that you get this video right now. I would actually probably do the full, because I only did 2 things here. Like I did 3 things here actually. I did the play the game, the review the VODs, ask questions. That's part of the VOD review, and then figure out answers. But I didn't do the third or the 4th thing, which is intentionally try to do that thing in a match. So like that's the application step. I didn't do that portion. So all this stuff here is technically useless unless you do the last and 4th step. Because let's say that I did spend all that time practicing, like, you know, at these, like I spent this whole time practicing, okay, well at 80% I should go for up air, but at 60% I can go for up tilt for Pyra, right? But if I go back to just playing mindlessly without actually thinking about those things, then that's no good, right? Instead, while I'm actually playing the last thing, I guess technically this completes the how to practice pillars. While I'm actually playing a match, so now I'm actually thinking to myself like, all right, so what are my options here? And so I didn't get the combo there, right? So I need to figure out like what I actually need to do to combo there. So now they're at around 80. Is it going to be time for a down air, or is it going to be time for up air? I mean, so it's time for a down air, but like, is it time for a up air afterwards, or is it time for an up smash? Do you remember? I didn't. It was up air. The answer was up air. I went for an up smash, and I just did the wrong input. And once again, that wasn't true either. That was supposed to be up air as well, but I did up smash because I've been doing that so often. If you saw my last like viewer battle with Pyra, I did a lot of down air and up smash because I wasn't sure when it was a true combo or not. So now they're at 0%, right? And I did a jab there because I knew it wouldn't work any other way. Did an up air there. Was that the right answer? Let me look at the percents again. Was that at 70? Yep, that was the right answer. Oh, got me. I could have forward smashed there. Oh no, I was baited. Does anyone remember what I should do at 130? The answer was up tilt. Down air no longer combos at that percent. What about 0? And when you're doing this portion, it's very, very important. You do not care at all about winning. You care about forcing the same situations that you practiced, and then always choosing the right answer every time. That's why I always know what's the perfect percent to go for down throw at ledge into up air instead of, you know, forward throw. The answer is 90%, by the way. That's why I always know when I can hit neutral air into up air. That's why I always know when I can hit neutral air into back air. Because you just think about it for long enough, and it's just second nature. Ooh, got me. Oh, the armor knight actually interrupted that. Pay attention, we'll have a test on this, exactly. Oh, what? Actually, that's another thing I should actually figure out. What can I do to hit ledge as these characters? I didn't really think about that. Up tilt works. Down smash does not. Prominence revolt does not. Oh, darn. I mean, obviously down air will, but like that doesn't count. Blazing End, probably like 200%. I'm gonna say like, let's guess is gonna be like 180 with bad DI. No, probably not 180. I don't think it's gonna kill at 180. I think it'll kill at 200 though. Ooh, that's super killed at 180. Whoa. Super killed. I think this is bad DI as well, though. If I put this at a CPU, they'll DI properly. They almost survived. Yeah. 150 or 140 fresh doesn't kill. $145, it does. $140 is the answer. You'll even hear me say these things when I'm like on stream and like someone doesn't know how to deal with anything that I'm doing, and I'll actually use the phrase, the answer to that question is, and then I'll say whatever they're supposed to do in that situation. So yeah, it's like 143 basically. 44. I guess it depends on where it hits her. Celine and Dag have been defeated. Nice. That's a pretty difficult boss fight. When I went through Celine and Dag, I actually was completely unable to defeat them without the help of Sir Sloan. Interesting. There was that down air that hits the shield and then drift away that you saw earlier. Sir Sloan carried me? Yeah, it was. I think that is supposed to be impossible without Sir Sloan. I think. But Celine heals way too much, and Dag doesn't take enough damage for that to be, like, done in a reasonable way. Oh, I could have spaced that better. Nice drift. Ooh, I'm dead. Wait, I'm not dead. I shouldn't have been dead. If I had swapped sooner, I didn't need to die there. I feel like I actually need a completely separate session in order to learn Mythra. I just feel like Pyra just suits me better because I'm already so used to like DDD and Zelda. Ooh, that was super sick. Well, I shouldn't say no human. Really good humans actually do that, but it's actually very rare for just okay humans to do that. Everyone wants to answer aerials on shield with aerials on shield. And so you end up getting a lot of like aerial, but it got shielded. Aerial, but it was shielded. Aerial, but it was shielded. Aerial, but it was spot dodged. But like drop shield turnaround and then just like see if they're going to stay in shield or if they're going to spot dodge. That's literally never going to happen. unless like somehow it were just mailed to my address. And even then I might not play it. You know a streamer that did play Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated though? Bad Kitty. Am I dead? I'm dead. I shouldn't have side beat there. The only thing I know really how to do with Mythra is just like use neutral air to space aerials, like I'm playing Palu. Like a super fast, super weak Palu. And then once they have enough damage, I just swap to Pyra. Ooh, I tried to jump. It was too slow. Oh yeah, another way that you can find out like how to beat a particular option, like you know how I tried to figure out what I was going to do about Lightning Buster, and like I still don't know the answer to that yet. One thing you can do is just use it against other people. Just like completely spam it and see how they deal with it. And if they can't deal with it, then that means that, you know, that's kind of problematic. But you also have like a free move that just like doesn't lose to anything. And if they do have an answer to it, then you now know what the answer is. Wait, the CPU is able to dash out of their parry. Should have reversed that. The hitbox that's behind me actually made it so that I actually made that a kill move instead of just a like... Oh, that was interesting. Seems like a computer move to me. Not gonna do this for any longer. We'll leave it to the humans to give us an answer. I don't think a computer's gonna give a consistent answer to this. We got that A land. We did it again, but it was not the right time to do it. Ooh, got it. He did the thing. One of the things we practiced and learned. That was not true. And that's because they were at 100. And I think that I even tested out 100 and it didn't work. It only works at like 90. Oh, you can jump out of it. Oh, that was not correct. What percent were they at? 96? Oh, it was more like 100. What? Oh, because of the armor. That makes sense. I think up smash was the answer there. 70%? Yeah, I definitely should have up smashed. There's also rage and things like that to worry about as well. Alright, I'm done with any training that I would normally do. So I guess one thing that I should mention, though, is that you shouldn't take this long to practice. This is not necessarily an effective practice session. As I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I was going to go over a lot of things, even though when I would actually practice, like if I were to actually practice, I would just practice one thing. Because, you know, you already have like a game plan, you already have like a play style, and the idea is to introduce this one new thing to your play style. So maybe that could be A landing, so you can like get out of danger faster. Or maybe it could be like, you know, focusing on when to combo with up air versus when to combo with up smash, things like that. And so you normally want to just like do maybe like an hour or so of just playing. And while you're playing, just think to yourself like, oh, that was a weird interaction there. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. And then you should probably take a couple of minutes to just like kind of look up what the answer is. You can usually You can usually figure it out yourself if it's just frame data related, or if you actually need help then in the matchup, like if it's a character specific thing, then you could ask like the character Discord. Of course, Pyra and Mythra are like very new still, so I don't know how much you want to trust the information you're going to get from the Discord there. But and then you really only want to like spend like 20 or to 30 minutes actually practicing the actual thing that you want to learn. You want me to throw my sword, don't you? But I jabbed, but it's box jab and I was in disadvantage anyway. I thought I was under the dropping through the platform there. Alright, that stocky just got me. Wow, box is light. I think I could have lived that if I air dodged in. I tried to swap to Pyra. I tried to swap to Mythra to recover, but when you use the neutral B, or when you use any special move actually, it gets rid of your DI. She's gonna steal my sword, assuming that I throw it. Wait, what? I thought I destroyed that. Oh, remember? That's not a thing. Alright, 80%. I think it's up air. I think up air is what we're trying to do here. Well, now it's 100%, so we need to do... now it's definitely up air. He really thinks I'm going to keep on running in for a dash grab there. There's that down air again. Perfectly spaced. I reacted slowly to that. I did not expect to actually hit that. Oh, that was supposed to be dash attack. I mean, not dash attack. That was a dash attack. That was supposed to be up smash. I allowed the character combo for a few minutes and thought it would be cool, but until I realized the computer has to be moving for it to be awesome. I should have checked if there's a percent where it's forward smash combos out of down tilt. Ooh, got me. Not falling for that though. I got stuck on the platform. Still alive though. Got too antsy for the kill. Kind of like that matchup. I just mashed buttons. That's what it looks like to you? I guess I'm just mashing buttons. Oh, okay. They actually left, so that's good. I just wanted to get 2 games in, but I didn't want to leave them if they wanted to rematch. Don't deny it. I think you should rewind the stream and see how many times I waited for them to like air dodge in or like do an attack and then like or run in, call out their jump for an up tilt. There was a lot of, I think that you're going to jump here, or I think you're going to air dodge. Oh, I think that I'll wait in for you to dash attack my shield now. I use Nair, but I don't know. Let me see here. What is, let me look up Lucina's frame data real quick. Dash attack was what I was talking about in particular. That's minus 21 on shield, so I actually can up B and even up smash that, right? Actually, I only checked what my fastest option was out of shield. I didn't check what all the other ones were. Neutral air is frame 14, is 1 frame faster. And dropping shield into jab is frame 14 as well. And up air is actually the fastest thing out of shield, which is, or not the fastest, but like up air is frame 16. So then what is up smash? Why is that not even listed here? Is up smash super slow? Up smash is frame 50, frame 17. No, frame 15, right? Shouldn't up smash be faster than up air out of shield? Look at the blue GSP. You can get every character in Elite with just 1 sitting. I probably could if I did like a 3-hour stream like this. I mean, I actually probably couldn't because I'm actually not good enough with some characters to get into Elite. Like, Isabel actually tried and is on the cusp. Looks like Incineroar actually tried for a couple of games, I guess. Didn't make it. At some point in time, I was like, I played my least played characters, and then I just kind of played them until I lost twice on Elite. I had a stream where that was kind of the goal, and the thing was to see how many games I got through. Apparently my day 0 plant is really good. I went for like 7 games in a row without losing before finally losing. And then some characters just lost immediately. My Sword Fighter also did pretty well. I don't know why this is not Elite level, right? I guess 8.8 million, yeah, that's 8.6 is the cutoff, I think. Yeah, for most of these characters, I just like haven't played them at all. Sheik actually tried and failed. Young Link, I don't really want to call that trying and failing, but Young Link was one of the characters that I was like, I think that I'm going to main Young Link in this game. Like before the game came out, and I was like, alright, let's say that I dropped Kirby. What are going to be the characters that I'm going to play in Smash Ultimate? And the characters that I came up with were Young Link, Falco, and Pokemon Trainer. The reason for those is because Young Link was one of the last characters that I learned how to play in Melee. So I was like, oh cool, like melee. Young Link is back, that's cool. Falco is one of the first characters that I learned to play in melee. And in Project M, which I was still playing, or towards the beginning of Smash 4, Ivysaur was my main in that game. I have no idea where Pokemon Trainer is. Still have no idea. It's a Brawl character. So it's got to be one of these. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's because they had a lead already. I was looking at all the grayed out squares and didn't look at any of the other squares. I almost played a bunch of high tiers and then I picked DDD, another high tier. It's funny how that works, right? But yeah, turns out Ivysaur, so like in Project M, Ivysaur is like their own character, so they actually have like a complete kit. In Smash Ultimate, Ivysaur is one of 3 characters, so like they don't have a complete kit. They have an incomplete kit, and you're supposed to swap to Squirtle or Charizard in order to complete the kit. And I don't really like that. I don't really like how Ivysaur is not good enough by themselves in this game. I played Meta Knight for a little bit. I actually played a lot of Meta Knight in this game. I think that Meta Knight might be a top character of mine. Top 6. Almost breaking 8,000. Oh, that's KOs. Hang on, let's go to battles. Or playtime even. Top 6 still. Any tips for beating a spammy campy Richter? Stay really far away and then shield their cross. And then when they go for the axe, you dash attack them. Other tips. If you're playing as Mythra, you can roll in against Holy Cross, and then that'll cause Foresight to happen, and then you just get a free imagination. If you shield the holy water, then it'll bounce off your shield. You can then jump out of shield and then like grab it, and then you can use it to combo Richter themselves. I'm trying to beat them with a K rule. Have you tried reflecting? I guess they wouldn't use their holy cross as often if they so I don't think you would be able to use crown. I think that crown would get cancelled by holy cross and then you would just hit each other. So you're going to probably have to like do the first hint. Just like stay away from them. Grab their holy water when they throw it, and then you can kind of combo with it or Z-drop it for fun shenanigans. If they're only forward tilting you, then that's when you can throw their crown. Like if usually they aren't going to do one forward tilt, they'll usually do 2 forward tilts and then dash back, do another forward tilt. Maybe 3 forward tilts, the dash back forward tilt. But if they do 1 forward tilt, you just react to it and throw crown, and then you'll probably hit them while they're doing the second forward tilt. But yeah, wait until they throw the axe, and then you dash attack them. That's usually the main thing. Now, if they're good, they just won't use axe because axe is like their worst move. But then you can bait them into using the axe by jumping a lot. And then they'll be like, oh, I have to hit them out of the air. And then they'll probably axe at that point and then just fast fall, dash attack them instead. If instead they just angle their aerials and do that the whole time, then you've kind of just lost. You just gotta throw projectiles and hope that they get hit by them. Because if I'm completely honest, Simon and Richter are actually like really, really good on stage because they can angle their whips. And especially like back air has huge range and is super fast and kind of safe, and you can't really react to it. But there are only 3 angles that you have to worry about: upwards, straight, and downwards. So, you know, if you kind of like get a habit, if you figure out what their habit is, like what they prefer to use, then you can kind of work on it that way. You can also, so you can do like the standard thing with what's it called? Well, first let's finish talking about, what's it called? Meta Knight. Yeah. I played a lot of Meta Knight, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. Almost as much Meta Knight as Jigglypuff, and I consider Jigglypuff as like a top 5 character for me. Played a lot of Villager at the beginning of Ultimate because that was my Smash 4 secondary. Have not really played him very much since, but I really like his jab. His jab is really awesome. Played a lot of Kirby because for a while Kirby was my best character. Played a lot of Zelda. Smash 4 secondary brought over to my Ultimate secondary. By now we're catching up with Pyra. Well, maybe not so much of this. This is offline and battle arenas. But even then, yeah, I'd say so. But when you go to online, which is just quick play and Elite Smash, we're like really, really up there. I don't even play quick play very much, as you can see, like fewer than 1,000 battles on DDD. But, you know, in a couple of sessions, Pyra will be like number 4, because it doesn't really take much to get beyond these. These are just like content machines, really. But these other these top 4 are characters that I like. Well, Kirby's just kind of there because I play a lot of Kirby, but me and my dog just played very hard. I won, by the way. That can be rough. Like, you're playing around, but really you're breaking skin and they're biting you and it's hurting, but like you're still playing and you don't want to scold them for it. And some, like, you're actually supposed to stop them from playing like that because it's like not very convenient. Like, you don't want to be carrying your dog around and then some person just like stop by to pet it and then they want to play and they bite and that's how they play. But you know, if you don't really take it out to meet other people very often, then it can be fine. You need to be on the DDD Discord matchup document team. I don't know, I have some pretty wild opinions about DDD's matchups. I don't think that he loses hardly anything. I think he's got really good tools. He doesn't have really good tools. He has enough mediocre tools to kind of deal with any situation. And I don't think that he has hardly any losing matchups. I have to think really hard about there being a losing matchup for DDD. Like, even when you get to like the traditionally very difficult matchups for DDD, like think Game & Watch or like Gunner or like Link, like even then you can just use Nair and it destroys most projectiles if you're good. You're just like practicing the stuff. Zelda's like the only one that I'm thinking like, wow, this is actually like a really difficult matchup for DDD. And that's just because Zelda's about as fast as DDD, so she can stay out of range from him. And then when they're up close, Zelda's attacks are faster than DDD's. And when they're at that middle range, I'd rather have Armor Knight than Forward Tilt as DDD. I'd rather have Zelda's Armor Knight than DDD's Forward Tilt. Bowser's like an interesting matchup. It's probably even just because the dash attack beat it two-framing the up B. But Nair is scary, grabs are scary. But then again, I'm a shielder, so like obviously the characters that grab a lot, I'm going to find as scary and difficult matchups. I'd have to watch like other top DDDs play against other top Bowsers, and in order to like make a final decision on that. But generally all of my matchup thoughts are going to be based on me playing against really good players that I've just randomly found through either Elite, Smash, or other battle arenas. Like DDD beats Steve, beats Min Min, beats Byleth, beats Terry, beats Joker. Actually, it might be even on Joker. Beats K. Rool, probably goes even with the Belmonts, but probably beats them too. Beats Ridley. This is a difficult matchup. Beats Bayo. Beats Ryu. Difficult matchup. It's doable though. Difficult but doable. Beats Shulk. Beats Robin. Beats Pac-Man. Loses to Greninja. Okay, we got our first like clear losing matchup here. It's Little Mac, haha. Beats Rosa. Difficult, doable. Beats Mega Man. That's a difficult matchup. I think this might be losing. Rob might also beat as well. So we got Greninja, Rob, ZSS. Captain Falcon, I'm gonna say, is a losing matchup. Pikachu is a losing matchup. I'm gonna say Banjo's a losing matchup. Ken is a losing matchup, so that's 7. Palu's a losing matchup, that's 8. I think this is doable. I think Young Link's doable. I'm gonna put Bowser. I think this is gonna be a hot take, but I think Bowser is a losing matchup. I think Hero's a losing matchup. That's 10. Zelda's a losing matchup. So there you go, 11. 11 losing matchups out of 80. That's not bad. It's a pretty good character. Trash character. Why would you play a character that you don't believe in? I don't get it. I mean, I actually do get it because I played Kirby in Smash 4, but I at least didn't think that he was bottom tier. I thought he might be low tier, even though most people put Kirby as the worst character in the game for Smash 4. I'm reading through the Discord chat now. I'm too far in? You're never too far in. Like, it's so easy to just drop a character. Like, let's say, I don't actually remember when I did this, but like, my Kirby was way, way, way better than my DDD for a really long time. Because, you know, all that Smash 4 knowledge just kind of carried over. In fact, DDD was probably like pretty bad relative to any other character I could have picked up. Like I could have just played Villager, I could have played Toon Link. Probably would have played Young Link over Toon Link instead, because they changed Toon Link a good deal between Smash 4 and Ultimate, and Young Link plays more like Toon Link would have. Then I sucked at the game for months. That's okay. When by the time you're done, like you'd eventually have a character that you're better at than your DDD, and in your eyes is better than DDD. Isn't that worth dropping a character? Isn't that worth being bad at the game for 2 months? Because like think about it now, right? If you had dropped DDD in January for some other character, you could already have a character that's better than your DDD by now, because it's almost April. This is what's called sunk cost fallacy. If you think I'm too far in, I've put too many hours into it, I can't turn back. That's never true. You can always turn back. Like if you think that there's an option that's better, just always go with that. To some extent, like you don't want to be like Character Crisis, drop a character every single month. I mean, I drop a character every month, but I also like keep several characters as well. That's the only reason to play a fighting game character, because you think they're dope. Like, as long as you're not trying to win Evo and Genesis and Big House and Smash and Splash, the only reason that you should play any character is because you like them. Because you can get to a competent level with whatever character you feel like playing as, no matter how difficult they are, you know, no matter how weak they are. You can get to a competent level if you just put in time and, you know, actually want to learn the character. You can get pretty far by just playing, and then just looking up frame data gets you like gets you there way faster. And then like talking with other people that also play the character gets you there even faster than that. And then watching top players of your character play your character, that's like just cheating. Those are the cheat codes to getting good with the character. Cause like if I play half as well as like Zaki, then I would never lose a viewer battle, like ever. He's just so safe. He never takes any risks. It's just, you know, you just know when to give up on a situation, know when to press the advantage, know what's safe. Who should I play then? That's only you can answer that. But whatever character you choose, if you like the character, just stick with them, and you can get to a competent level. Zaki over Thomas? I mean, I'm gonna say yes. I'm one of those that like Wi-Fi doesn't really count. Like it counts, but it doesn't like really count. So, you know, Zaki is putting in work with DDD in Japan in offline events right now, and Thomas is putting in work on Wi-Fi events in America right now. And I just so happen to think that offline results matter more than online results. But I will say that Atomics has definitely leveled up, because Atomics did offline and online events before the pandemic, and he was not doing well. Well, he was doing well. He was still a top 5 DDD. But now he's just like really going crazy in the online events. And who knows, like maybe in 3 months, when all these offline events start coming back, you know, it'll be different, and Atomics will still be placing well. And then it'll be a matter of, okay, do I think that placing highly in US majors matters more than placing highly in Japan majors. And to that, I'm going to probably say, yeah, placing higher in US majors matters more than Japan majors. And that's not because the skill gaps like there. I just think that the more of the best players in the world happen to be in America. So placing higher in this region just matters more. But Japan has some killers, though. Who is the best DDD in the world? Well, that's what we're actually discussing right now. It's either Zaki or Atomisk at this very moment. But there have been arguments for it being Paley or Big D or Zaki previously, and recently Atomisk has been getting really good results in online events. The latest Tweak Talks podcast, where they talked about Wi-Fi, actually goes over this a little bit more, though. Like, placing well in online majors, one reason why placing well on online majors may not matter very much right now is because if you look at the attendee list for these online events, they only have like, 3, 4, 5 PR member attendees. Do you know where I can see gameplay of them? Well, if you go into my channel and you click on playlists and you scroll down, you probably have to search for a while for it. I actually have a playlist where I store every single DDD Ultimate Tournament set. Yeah, he's an ICES player now, so he's definitely not even close to being considered the best DDD in the world because he doesn't play DDD anymore. But at some point in time in the past, he could have been in contention for being the best DDD in the world. But right now, it's definitely either Zaki or Atomisk. But yeah, I have a playlist that I maintain of DDD in tournaments. And I actually update it daily, so if you sort by most recently updated, you'll find it pretty quickly. But also, if you just go on YouTube and you say Zaki Smash Ultimate versus, then those are going to be all of the playlists, or those are going to be all of the tournament sets with them. Don't watch the highlight videos and the clip videos, like Zaki making DDD look godlike, things like that. They focus a lot more on kill setups and things like that, and crazy comebacks and things like that. But the most important thing when it comes to actually playing the game and getting good is actually a neutral game and seeing what it took in order for you to get into that situation to begin with, and defensive options, and what happens when, you have to think to yourself, what happens when Zaki gets hit? Are they spamming neutral air dodge like I do? Are they always taking in place 100% of the time like I do? No, they're mixing up their options. They have different things that they do. They're probably jumping out more, or fast fall air dodge or something like that, or not getting hit to begin with, which is something that you should be paying attention to. Mr. Pink was just asking Atomisk if he wants to play some friendlies. That seems reasonable to me. Why wouldn't you do that? If they say no, then you already weren't playing friendlies with Atomisk. So if they say no, then you're in the same spot as before. And then if they say yes, now you're playing against one of the best DDDs in the world. I think it's a good idea. I think you should do it too. Shouldn't be just Mr. Pink. That's the whole point of the DDD Discord. Atomisk did join. If they don't want to play friendlies, then they'll just not join the Discord, or they won't give themselves the role for getting call-outs for being in the Discord. And maybe they have the whole server muted. Maybe they're not even paying attention to anything that happens in there. That's what I do when I join a Discord. I join a Discord, instantly mute the server, and then never look at it again. That's not true. I look at it occasionally, but Generally, I only really get notifications for my own Discord. What does Atomics get out of this situation? You can always learn from playing, even if it's against someone that's worse than you. Maybe Mr. Pink does something that Atomics doesn't do, and even though Atomics is the better player, maybe they could pick up this one new thing and become an even better player. Like, that's actually kind of the main thing as well, but also, you know, if Mr. Pink is like maybe Atomisk wants to get good at the DDD matchup. Maybe at some point in time, Atomisk wants to run into Zaki in bracket and then beat him in bracket. And then now he'll be the best DDD in the world. But it's very difficult for Atomisk to get practice against Zaki because they live on the other side of the world. So maybe he just has to settle for the next best. Like maybe he has to fight Ridley or Mr. Pink, or not Ridley, Riley. Maybe he has to fight Riley or Mr. Pink or, you know, someone like that instead. Just to get like the DDD versus DDD matchup experience. Just to prepare for that opportunity. I can think of all sorts of reasons why Atomisk would enjoy playing against people from the DDD Discord. And at the very least, like, even if you get absolutely nothing, right? You can teach the other person, like, here are some tips on how to get better. And then now you've just helped some other person get better at the game. Maybe at some point in time, if they keep on with that, then they'll be good enough to actually challenge you. And then now you have a challenging practice partner. Like, you could have someone that you easily 3-stock with less than 100%, you know, 1 month. And then 6 months later, they're taking games off of you. And that's literally that's what everyone wants out of Smash. That's kind of what this whole channel is all about, right? Like, I just play against you guys and teach you guys so that you get better, so that you learn new things and make it more challenging for me so that I have to get better in order to continue to beat you. It's like Dragon Ball Z, you know? We're in the hyperbolic time chamber, except it's real life. I was so bad my first stream. I mean, we were all bad at some point, right? Everybody has to start somewhere. That's what I'm always saying in chat when people are like, oh, this person, they play so bad. And it's like, you know, this person probably plays better than I did when I was their age. In fact, I know that they do, because that's actually the case for almost everyone that I've ever seen in the stream. Yep. Now you're good and even with me. I do. You can use the switch command or the FC command, and it'll bring up my friend code. It might also be in the description. It's probably not in the description. But we're ending the stream right now, actually. We've already gone over everything I wanted to cover as far as training, plus some extra ramblings as well. So since it's Tuesday, and since this is a Smash side content video, let me actually bring up the tech video of the week. Let me find one real quick. So actually, in addition to DDD tournament sets, I also keep a playlist of Smash tech videos, and also a playlist of like gamer philosophy, like basically get good, said a bunch of different ways. Let's see what this week's tech video is. It's actually been a while since I've actually added a Smash tech video, because we're kind of at the point where like people aren't doing global tech anymore. It's all like character specific stuff. Yeah, we haven't actually I haven't seen a new Smash tech video since like when I started playing Final Fantasy X. let's see what we got here. So this is a pretty recent one. I'm going to add, I don't remember what this one is, but it's probably good. I always rewatch these videos as well when I post them here, because, you know, I don't have time to rewatch every single video all the time, but I do occasionally just like watch them. I actually learned how to do cup Gordos from Density. He actually has some pretty good stuff in his videos. And he also covers a lot of gameplay and mentality stuff. The only thing I don't like about Density is that he actually tries to tilt his opponent in battle in order to make his win percentage more likely. I don't like that about Density's gameplay, but other than that, it's a pretty solid channel. I like that. The objective is to be annoying, but to be annoying with your gameplay, not with, like, you know, teabagging and things like that, or just like spamming. Like if you see that Ike is nairing, and you're like, oh, I'm just going to nair too because I think that's annoying and I want to get into my opponent's head. The issue with that is that you will win more likely against worse players. Like if you're fighting an opponent that has a weak mentality and they're like, I can't believe this person's teabagging me, time for me to really go in and make a bunch of mistakes so that I lose my stocks even earlier than last time, then like, yeah, you'll win against those players. But you're not going to win against, like, Mars by teabagging. You're not going to win against Dabuz by teabagging. You're not even going to win against, like, you know, Atomisk by teabagging. Those are going to be players that are like, I see that you're doing that and it doesn't affect me at all, and I'm going to just play the same anyway. So that's why I don't think that it's a good thing to even practice at all, because you want to always practice what the correct thing to do is. Like I tell you guys, when you're playing against someone that's way worse than you, don't just like do something because it's going to work. Do something because it's the right thing to do. And that's where that kind of philosophy comes from. Yeah, he's definitely good. Like, absolutely. Like I said, that's the only thing I don't like about his gameplay. Flashback to Pikacord, yeah, when he took out the entire Pikacord crew battle. And that's a difficult matchup too. I don't know why none of the Pikachus like decided to try to camp him, but you know, it is what it is. You get a lot of skill variety when it comes to these character chords. Like you don't really see too many of the actually good players play in them. Like you don't really see, like you wouldn't see Zaki participating in a crew battle, right? And I don't even think Atomisk would want to participate in a crew battle either. You usually see kind of like kind of the B tier players as like the main people that are active in the Discord, and then a couple of B tier but mostly C tier players playing in the actual crew battle. Because it's mostly like, you know, most of the character discords, and like I was guilty of this as well when I was there, it's just mostly a bunch of like teenagers that are like on the grind to become the best player in the world. That's like the main draw of these character chords. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, most of the people that have already become the best in the world have just like stopped attending these. They're like too busy like actually going to tournaments and, you know, having actual grind sessions with like other really good players that are beyond that. But everyone has to everyone has a journey, like everyone starts somewhere. So that's not really a knock at these players, because you will get better faster by joining these discords than by not joining them. But it's just that that's not the end goal. That's not the pinnacle of your gameplay. At the end of the day, it's all just for fun. That's true, because you definitely don't have a lot of money in Smash, so don't do it for the money. Play Fortnite instead. Play League of Legends instead. Probably even play Rocket League instead. Just drop Smash right now if you're trying to play for money. Anyway, that's enough rambling for one day. Just past 11. I'm going to give you guys today's tech video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with some Bravely Default 2. Hopefully everyone enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like if you did. And if you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a good night.